I'm Firefighter Marques. We want to share a day in the life here at Vallejo Fire Station 21.
I'm going all in, put it all on the line, cause I know that I'ma win.
A shift change can really vary on where you're coming from. If you're coming from a different station, you're coming here. You're gonna walk in, bring your gear in, kind of get set up by the actual engine itself. As we come in, there's an offgoing shift and an oncoming shift. We'll meet up with them, get a pass down. We'll talk about what the offgoing shift had in terms of calls or events that they had in the last 48 hours. And then after kind of the craziness of the first like 30 minutes gets kind of settled, then we'll meet up at the table and we'll just have a game plan for any training. Is there any like station ride outs, which we have one today, any meal plans, and we'll just kind of get our day going. Everyone in the department, you have your own PPE. We have like basically two things. We check what could kill you and what could fire you. Obviously SBA, that's something we take high pride in because that's our lifeline. So we check that first and then we'll sign off narcotics with the offgoing firefighter. One of the biggest things that we also check is make sure that our radio's got plenty of battery. This is the proper radio for the proper SCBA. They all pair together. Just small things, attention to detail that we focus on that could be life or death, really. Comes at a point in the morning where we have to do our checkouts of our apparatus. We'll pull the engine in the truck out and then we'll just do a full check. We'll check everything. We'll make sure that nothing was left from the day before, if anything's missing, broken, or dirty, and we'll just do a full cleaning or whatever needs to be done to get the day started.
Part of my morning check on the ladder is making sure that outriggers work, that it gets set up right, and then the aerial ladder will operate as normal. So raise it, extend it, bring it back, get it to one of its highest angles. I'm looking for any like hydraulic leaks, making sure I got smooth operation of the ladder. I spin it around to make sure all the gears work, and then I bring it back down. So I know for the rest of my shift that my ladder is going to be serviceable and that I don't have any issues moving forward.
Really, it's one of the key things that'll make or break your day. So if you do a good checkout, you know you're set up for 48 hours for whatever may happen. It's Chris, he's riding out just for since our employment opened, he's trying to get a job here. So when rideouts are here with us, we try to get him hands-on as much as possible. Stuff around the station, running calls, he's a paramedic. He can do some skills too, obviously not serious things, but he can get involved in around the station and on fire, so he's all hands on deck. You're home for 48 hours. Anybody who's like seeking employment in the fire services, even though it's like not glorious, just take full pride in everything, cooking, cleaning, because people recognize that and it goes a long way. If you care in things like this, then it'll kind of almost transverse into what you do out on the fire ground. Just take pride in everything. Even clean toilets. In the Vallejo Fire Department, we work 4896s, 2 days on, 4 days off. We are divided up into 3 shift platoons. So we have the A shift, B shift, C shift. A shift will be green, B shift will be red, and then C shift will be blue. And I can see what days I'm working. So I know, you're aware of what days you're working, what holidays you're working, so you can prep your family. Let them know like, hey, I'm gonna be working Christmas. You know, in January, you can tell them that. Or it's nice you have a good view of your year before you even start it. Figuring out what you're gonna cook is probably hands down the hardest thing. It's the thing I struggle with the most. You're like, yeah, come in with the plan. Plans always change, but you just gotta be flexible. What do you think about making some elote with it? Broccoli and corn, or not?
For tonight?
Yeah, you want to do broccoli?
Let's do broccoli.
All right, cool. There's $4.99, because we could probably use it tomorrow.
We could do a salad too with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, cool. Then it gets easier as your time goes on. You kind of like, okay, we'll do this. And you get some like 5 good recipes. People always say like, oh, you need 5 good recipes. Sure. You need a couple, like 10. Being a firefighter, training is paramount. We can be on site, whether we're here at the station, we could be off site. Either it could be manipulative or verbal, or it could be down at the training tower where we're practicing for our major evals or just any evaluation. So we train every day just to be in a state of readiness. You can never train too much, especially in a city like Vallejo that's very challenging. You work out all the kinks in training, so when it's time to actually do the real thing, it's flawless. It's like the H pattern, so it'd almost be there. I could drop my rope bag, pull the actual gated Y up, tie it off there, so now that we have a true 100 feet.
This is not uncommon to have an apprentice evaluation going on. Some apprentices will be studying for this evaluation. Today, the truck company has been tasked with coming out and deploying the aerial ladder to help with the evaluation. One of the evolutions is throwing the roof ladder from the aerial ladder. After he throws the roof ladder to the pitched roof, he's going to simulate getting onto the roof, and then he'll simulate cutting. Afterwards, he's going to take the roof ladder off, stow it back onto the aerial, then descend the ladder. The next evolution, which the other apprentice will be performing, and then they'll switch, will be simulating cutting a vertical ventilation hole on a flat rooftop.
We've been kind of incorporating some monthly trainings with CHP. We're super fortunate to have them come out and just do some long line training where we hook up, take a ride around. We're also learning tactics and how to secure any victim that's in a hard to reach area and extract them using their equipment in conjunction with us. So it's a cool experience for some of us that are new young apprentices. It's invaluable, right? We're going to carry this for the rest of our career. And to be able to do this so young in their apprenticeship it's amazing, honestly. It's great information, great learning. We try to work out at least an hour a day, some sort of weightlifting and some sort of cardio. Fortunately enough, we do have a soccer team. We take it pretty serious. So the certain group of guys here who are on the team, we at least try to get like 20, 30 minutes of juggling or some sort of like little drill that we can do in station.
506!
We'll try to do crew workouts, but depending on the day, people can just trickle in when they want. But if we can, we'll all try to get in here at the same time. Just good motivation, crew bonding.
And it's too much weight. I'll put the 10s on for you.
This is where PCRs are done. This is where you can check the logbook. If we do get a call that requires landlining anybody, we have a RIMS computer where we can look at the CAD. We also have target solutions up on the computer there. Also, it's kind of like the firefighter area. You charge all your electronics, your laptops and whatnot, and this is where you kind of just hang out and just do paperwork or just contact loved ones at the end of the day. You get a little break. It's kind of our space. So a little piece of advice that I've got from a lot of senior members here is when you think there's nothing to do in the station, there's always something. A small task that I like to do is I'll come to the rack, the SCBA rack where we have all of our spare bottles, and I'll check them. This machine here, Bauer, the Cascade system, it's basically in charge to fill our bottles, our SCBA bottles. So after we use them on incidents, we come back to the station, we clean up all of our empties, we'll bring them here, and we'll put them in these canisters here, and we'll fill them up. So we can actually fill them in the station, and we're ready for the next incident. And then once they're full, we just store them here back on the rack. There's also 2 ways to store them. So if you do assembly in, means it's empty, and then assembly out, it's full. Sweet.
The medicals are basically priority 1, 2, and 3 is priority 1 medical. It's for chest pain, so we'll see when we get there.
We hop out, grab our stuff, meet up with the patient and see.
Like not anything like really bad, but like consistent.
Yeah.
All of your chest are on the left side. Like right here.
Right there. When's the last time this happened to you?
It's happened to me before, but it's usually like gone away.
Okay.
After a couple, but I'm just like,
do you want to?
Sometimes I'm hesitant to call, but like.
Oh man, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Just call us at any time. That's what we're here for. We're gonna take your blood pressure, look at a couple things.
Again.
So it's just kind of like a pressure, like just right center of the chest.
Okay.
So this is a little bit better now. Obviously, at the end of the day, we recommend you go get checked out at the hospital.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go.
They can run a bunch more tests that we obviously can't do. We can't draw blood and run labs or anything.
Yeah.
So here at Vallejo, we don't transport. Fortunately enough, we have Medic Ambulance, we're a private ambulance company that transport for us. We come in, provide immediate care, whatever we have to do on scene, and then we'll transfer care to the paramedic on the ambulance, and then they'll get them over to the hospital. Here at dinner time at 21, it's huge, it's a big house, so we have the truck and the engine, the battalion. We all cook together, we all eat together. It's kind of a family thing. It's good bonding as well. So whoever came up with the idea, we'll kind of like piggyback off each other and add different dishes, throw you in different swings, like Captain Santos, make some fried rice.
What's your secret to fried rice? A lot of garlic.
We got some broccoli on the grill, and then Engineer Brias, he's great on charcoal, so we got him grilling some tri-tips.
Old school charcoal, baby.
Then us younger dudes, huge. So, because if you don't have those 5 meals, you can learn from them, learn how to grill on the charcoal if you don't know, or learn how to make fried rice. It's amazing. It's what you can learn in here. It's amazing. At 21, since we have a larger station, people can be in different parts of the station, especially the BCs up there. We come over here and we just hit the bell. Traditionally, after every meal, we roll dice for dishes. It's called 1-4-24. You have 6 die. To qualify, to actually make a score, you need a 1 and a 4, and then the highest score you can get is a 24. So for instance, we have a 6. We'll take the 6 out, put that back in, over. So we have a 4 here. So we have a 4, then 2 6s, a little risky. And then we go a 1, and then if I get a 6 here, I'll get a 24. Then did not get a 6. So over here, since we have a 1 and a 4, we have 18, 19, 20. That's my score, 20. And then we all go around the table. The senior starts first. Most senior goes last. And then it's kind of like elimination. After everybody rolls the first round, and there's 7 of us, we'll cut it in half. 3 will go out, 4 are left. Just keep rolling. See whoever loses does dishes.
Me doing these 36-hour like ride-alongs, this is me just paying homage, paying respect, trying to earn my keep here, and just really solidify myself at the department and get to know the people, the men and women that work here. So they teach me everything. They teach me how they run. They show me everything about the engine. They show me about the city itself that I didn't even know about, and like the history of the department. Like had no idea about the dice game at all. That was pretty new, but I'm glad that I actually get to like ride along and be on the engine and see how they run their calls. Being a paramedic myself, it kind of helps gauge where I'm at as a paramedic compared to a Vallejo paramedic.
So of course, after the film crew left yesterday, we had a busy night. We were up pretty much all night, including 1 vehicle fire. It was challenging. Obviously, those we don't have can't connect to a water supply. The gas tank did fail, so it was a kind of a pesky one to put out. But that's just another day in the Vallejo Fire Department. We're busy no matter if it's day or night. And if you're that kind of person that wants to be busy and actually do the job, just email us. Schedule a station visit or ride out and come out. We'd love to have you.